Out the game. Happy birthday to LeBron James, turned 36 on Wednesday, scored 10 points in 999 straight games coming in. Looking to become the first person in NBA history to reach 1,000 straight games in double digits, which is remarkable when you think about it. Early in the game, Dennis Schroeder, who scored 21, gives it up to James, making it look easy in his 18th season. Los Angeles by 8 after the first. Second quarter, he's at 9 points in the game. He's going to go to the hook shot. So that's a grand in double digits for LeBron James. Under 6 to go in the half. Spurs down 9. Montrezl Harrell tries to dunk it, but check out Drew Eubanks for the block. Spurs off and running. DeMar DeRozan dunking on Harrell at the other end, so just not a good trip up and down the floor for Montrezl Harrell. DeRozan at 23. DeJounte Murray with 29 for San Antonio. LeBron James drives through 3 Spurs, gets the foul, but somehow gets that shot to go. 17 points in the first half. Lakers by 10 at the break. Early fourth. Wesley Matthews, big game for him. 0 for 8 from 3 entering the game. He was saving them. Went 6 for 6 from beyond the arc Wednesday for all of his 18 points. Just over 2 minutes left. Lakers up 10. Contavious Caldwell-Pope to James. Exclamation point. 26 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds. Lakers win it 121 to 107 as James is sharing gifts with a young fan.
You know, there's no ceiling for my game, and I feel just as good as I did at 35, or as I did at 32, or as I did at 29. Just want to keep on, pushing the envelope to see how far I can take this thing. Right now, I got some wine waiting on me. I'll drink some good wine. May even have some tequila tonight. We have a seat at the table for all you guys. Whenever you guys want to join, make sure we keep our 6 feet apart so we don't get in trouble. But other than that, we can all toast to each other. So some wine, some tequila will be a part of the festivities tonight.
Wine and tequila. Easy, big fella. James has now won for the 4th time in his last 5 birthday games, and this one was special again as he reached the double-digit points for the 1,000th straight game. That's nearly 600 more games than the next longest active streak, which is held by James Harden. Harden would have to score 10 points every game until he's 30.
LeBron James. It doesn't stop, folks. The 4-time NBA champion is also a 4-time MVP, a 4-time NBA Finals MVP. Winning a 5th NBA championship would tie him with the likes of Magic Johnson and the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant. Max, you're up first. Would a 5th NBA title give LeBron GOAT status? I'm talking MJ, Michael Jordan, his airness GOAT status.
No. LeBron's already got the career argument. It's either him or Kareem. And I think for in the pros, in the NBA, considering how LeBron's still playing at his age, it's LeBron. Peak is Jordan. And I don't see where LeBron's going to elevate his peak over Jordan's. When we talk about greatest, guys, I don't think we just mean add up all the win shares by the end of the career and who's worth more wins, right? I don't think that's what we're talking about mainly. Nor do I think it's just a guy who had 1 season. Oh, my God, he was all-world. He was as good as anyone I've ever seen, Bill Walton or something. I don't think that's what we're talking about. We're talking about a guy who's prime, who concentrated the highest level of performance over a significant number of years. When they were at their best, and how long did their best last? That's the best basketball ever played, right? So in baseball, if you said who's the greatest pitcher ever, you have a very good argument for Sandy Koufax. He only had 4 prime years, but one after another. No one ever did it like that. I think that's really what we're talking about when we say the best who ever did it in sports. And Michael Jordan's prime, guys, the first time Jordan played with another all-star was Scottie Pippen. He took the Pistons 7 games. Pippen had a migraine in game 7, scored 2 points in 40 minutes, so they lost. He never didn't win the finals again in under 7 games. Understand? Every time you gave, here, Jordan, here's an all-star. He won the finals in under 7 games and put up numbers the likes we've never seen, right? And was an all-world defender. He's the greatest of all time. I don't think LeBron can catch him.
Well, Max, you just moving the goalposts for your narrative again. You can't just come up with that logic and say this is why he's the greatest of all time. Maybe LeBron James is still going. He's still at his best. Even at the age of 36, he's still at his best. And here's the problem that I have. When we talk about the game of basketball, last time I checked, the game of basketball was a team sport. This is not boxing. This is not golf. This is not tennis, where rings and championships define your legacy. Yeah, it helps your legacy, but it don't define your greatness. How about the individual accolades? Because you could be on a team that just don't have the pieces, and you could be doing more than your part, which LeBron James has been doing his entire career. And I didn't even want to get into this GOAT debate because I already know you two old haters. I know how y'all act. Oh, no, it's nothing that he could do, not a damn thing. I'm just waiting for you, Stephen A. I can't even see you today because I don't even have my monitor on. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see your face right now. But at the end of the day, I said this again. I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. LeBron James and Michael Jordan are sitting at the same dinner table. Some people like to drink Ciroc. Others like to drink Hennessy. I'm a Hennessy type guy.
I'm a Hennessy dude. That's fair enough. And listen, stop lying because you always love to see my face. Just stop lying. Stop lying, big boy. Stop lying. That's number one. Number two, you are absolutely right. There's nothing that's going to change my mind. To me, Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time, but him and LeBron James sitting at the same table. LeBron James is on the Mount Rushmore of basketball, one of the top 4 players in the history of basketball. There is no question about that. And listen, God forbid I don't say that LeBron is number 1. I mean, what's the greatest insult in the planet? Because some of the folks in this camp, that's how they treat it. Him number 2 instead of number 1. What blasphemy are you spewing? But I think it's something to be said about the road that you traveled to get there. I think that the things that LeBron had to endure before he ultimately got to that point psychologically, mentally, emotionally, I think there's something to be said for that. I'm thinking about the scoring championships of Michael Jordan, the NBA championships of Michael Jordan, the killer instinct that was Michael Jordan. All of those things come into consideration for me. And so when I look at LeBron, it's no disrespect whatsoever. I think he's the greatest in the game today. I think he's the greatest in the history of basketball outside of Michael Jordan. But if I had to take LeBron at his best, and I don't hold him all those championship losses against him, even though he lost 6. I don't blame him for losing to the Spurs in 2007. I don't blame him for losing for the Spurs in 2014. I don't blame him for losing to KD and Golden State. I understand what he was working against. But in the end, all I'm saying is when I take LeBron at his best, and I take Michael Jordan at his best, I would want Michael Jordan every day and twice on Sunday. Over LeBron James. And that is the only person that I would want over LeBron James in the history of basketball. I don't find that to be insulting.
Stephen A. is right, Perk.
Braun had to go against more Hall of Famers, but carry on, you good. Go ahead, Max.
You could use that argument. Hold on, Max. I can use the culture of the game today compared to what it was in the 80s and stuff like that. The roughhouse tactics, the rules, how soft it's become over the years. I can bring that up. We can have that argument another time, KP. We can do that.
I'm so sick. You don't want to go there.
You do not want to go
to the Hall of Fame.
You do not want to. You don't want to go.
I'm so sick of the competition argument.
Because I'm telling you, you don't want to bring up John Hornacek and Thunder Dan again. And LeBron facing KD and Kawhi. We ain't gonna go there. You right. You right. We ain't gonna go there. You right. I ain't gonna bring up Thunder Dan. You right.
That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about basketball in the 80s. I'm talking about basketball in the 80s. Don't act like you don't know. You know exactly what I'm talking about. There's a whole bunch of Kendrick Perkins with no softness, Continental tissue
Forget about basketball in the 80s.
As on the defensive side of the ball. Don't start that.
I can't.
Please.
You don't need to give Jordan extra.
Than it was then.
You don't need to give Jordan extra credit for that. Don't